After months of stressful waiting, Gazans are joyfully reuniting with loved ones. Ibrahim Abu Salah, one of the Palestinian detainees released by Israeli forces, gives a harrowing account from hospital.
After the interrogation, they put us on trucks. In those trucks, there was all sorts of suffering, beating, being without food, without water, and without anything. Of course, after maybe 2 weeks, I developed infections in my leg from the inflammation. My left leg got severely infected, and I stayed 7 days. After about a week, my leg wasn't getting better. It turned blue, and it got gangrenous. They took us to the hospital, and I stayed there. They told me they would amputate my leg. After about 7 days, they amputated it directly. Sleeping was prohibited during the day. From 6 in the morning until 11 at night, you couldn't say a word. This would be enforced. You couldn't talk to your neighbor. The dog unit comes and they bring the breaking unit with them. They torture us, they tie us up and leave us for 50 days in a toilet, in one toilet, and they are keeping track of you.
The Israeli military denies these allegations, asserting that all operations are conducted in compliance with national and international laws. However, first-hand accounts from other detainees tell a different story.
In those prisons, there was no food, no water, every kind of torture and beating you can imagine. The daily food they gave was not even enough to feed a small child. Actually, it was not a prison, it was a torture pit.
The international community, including organizations like the United Nations and the ICRC, has raised concerns about the treatment towards Palestinian detainees. On February, an UNRWA report based on interviews with over 100 detainees claimed that the alleged abuse was used to extract information or confessions or intimidate and humiliate and to punish.
They interrogated us for 14 days. They asked me about the resistance, who was part of it, and where they were. I told them I was just a child and didn't know anything about the resistance, but they didn't believe me. They kept interrogating me, but I refused to talk. Then they performed an operation on me, but afterward, my leg got worse. And the medication they gave me didn't help much.
The situation is tense, as the allegations push for better protection of detainees under international standards. Yusuf Sosar, TRT World.